Chante Johnson, and I'm a speech student at Lone Star, and today we'll be doing my mock interview speech. Hi.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome to Shadow Creek Dental. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
So we're going to interview in here. Why don't you come on in?
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit. Why would you like to work for us?
Well, David, Shadow Creek Dental, it really seems like the ideal place for me to practice my skills. It has an environment that really shows care for the patient. And I read on your website that the motto of Shadow Creek Dental is putting patients first. I strongly agree with that statement, and I believe that I would fit well in the environment because I share that central belief. I always try to make my patients feel important.
Great. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about why you chose this as a career?
Yes, I chose dentistry because I've always had an interest in people and in science, and I have a passion for healthcare, and I really enjoy helping others in need.
Great answer. Thank you. How have your previous work experiences prepared you for this experience, for this role?
Well, I used to work with Global Dental Relief, and that's a missionary dental association, and they just travel around the world to underdeveloped nations and provide dental relief to people who can't necessarily afford it. And through that, I had the opportunity to work with many different types of patients from all different cultural and economic backgrounds. And I also really enjoyed the opportunity to work with other dentists in my peer group, and I learned a lot from them as well.
Excellent, thank you. What do you think your previous supervisors would cite as your strengths?
Well, I think they would probably say that my greatest strength is my compassion for my patients. The reward of helping someone who's in pain or struggling is what motivates me every day to do my job. That's why compassion and empathy are my strongest qualities.
Great, thank you. How would you describe your longer range career plans? What are your long range career plans for yourself?
Well, I hope to be a part of a successful practice and build long-lasting relationships with my patients in a way that helps my business grow. I know that when I was growing up, we had a family dentist who he really went out of his way to build relationships with me and my family every time we went there. And so I just really aspire to do that as I'm a dentist. So.
Great. Well, Hannah, that's all the questions I have for now. Do you have any questions about Shadow Creek Dental? Anything that you'd like to ask me at this point?
I don't think so, but thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and we'll be reviewing your resume and getting back with you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
And now we're going to switch roles, and I'm going to be the interviewer, and David here is going to be the interviewee. Hi, David. I'm Hannah Johnson. It's so nice to meet you, and I'll be interviewing you today. I have a few quick questions for you. First, what special skills do you have?
Well, in addition to my dentistry skills, I do have a minor concentration in business. So I think that understanding the business aspects of operating a dental practice, would be particularly, I think those skills would be particularly beneficial as we're seeking to grow this Shadow Creek practice.
That's a great idea. Which aspect of your education has best prepared you for this position?
Well, I think it's a combination. The combination of my undergraduate studies, my residency assignment in dental school, and also my postgraduate volunteer work has uniquely prepared me for it's put me in a variety of situations where things like critical thinking, of course my dental skills, but also interpersonal skills are emphasized. And I think that range of experiences has prepared me well for this position.
Okay, that's so good to hear. Those are definitely skills that we would want here at Shadow Creek Dental. Who influenced you the most in your career choice, would you say?
Oh gosh, that is my uncle was actually a dentist, and he served in his community for 50 years. I watched him compassionately care for his patients in a small community in Louisiana, and in addition to being a really great practitioner it was just so easy to see the care that he had for his patients, and it really, really spoke to me and motivated me.
That's so interesting. You know, my grandfather was a dentist also, and it's always good to have a role model like that in your life to look
Yes.
up to. How did you hear about this opening?
I actually first learned of this opening on the Ladders Internet Job Board. I know that there are a range of of ways that you guys reach out in your recruitment process, but I actually learned of it through the Ladders, and that prompted me to seek this opportunity.
Okay, that's great. And when you're supervising others, how do you typically get your point across?
Well, first of all, I think communication really with anyone, but particularly when you're talking about employees, your communication needs to be clear, it needs to be concise, and it needs to be intentional. Um, I try to take an empathetic point of view. I try to seek to understand what my employees are thinking, what they're feeling, so that first I understand their point of view, and then I seek to communicate the message in a way that's appropriate so that they can really understand my intentions and understand the reasoning behind. I mean, sometimes, we have to, sometimes everyone might not agree with every decision that's taken in a business or a dental practice, but I find that as long as they understand the reasoning behind the decisions, that they'll be supportive and they'll rally to the cause.
That's so great to hear. Well, David, thank you so much. Do you have any questions about Shadow Creek Dental?
No, I think you've been very thorough in the information you provided to me, and you've been very thorough in this interview process. And I just really, really appreciate the opportunity to come in and speak with you today. And I would ask, that you do consider me, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you. We'll review your resume and get back to you.
Thank you.